Alright, what I'm going to do here is fill my sky in here at the bottom. This is acrylic paint. Uh, I'm using a very light powder blue for the theme of this painting. I'm going to bring a river across here. From the distance. So I'm going to punch in a river here. Real easy. This is just regular acrylic paint. It's not the Golden Open, so. I got some brown. I'm going to edge across the back here. Fill that in with brown. Same thing over here. Let's just fill this in with brown so we can get our underpaint done. Okay, very good. Now I'm going to use some Golden Open sap green to make some evergreen trees. And mix a little Van Dyke brown in it, okay, to make it darker. Now this is Golden Open colors. They're colors that they made by Golden so you could make traditional landscapes. The colors really work good for landscape painting. So far, all the color I've used so far on this painting is just traditional acrylic paint. So now the paint that I'm going to use now is it's made especially for landscapes. So let's put in a little bit of bushes here first with a fan brush down the top of the river here. Just stamping the color in. This is sap green and Van Dyke brown. I like to edge the whole river going down, so I'm going to lightly stamp some color all the way down that river. Okay, maybe we'll bring some of it out so it looks like trees. I'm trying to paint loosely, so I'm not going to do much. I want this to look like a loose painting. Let's put just some cool trees here up into this cloud. I don't want to cover that cloud, but I want to put one. Guess what? I'm using the open. I'm using a actual oil brush. I'm going to stamp on my color. Look how cool that looks, that dark color over this light. When you're painting landscapes, you want to make sure whatever you put in the foreground, you want to make sure behind it is lighter than what you're putting down, okay? So it really stands out. Look at that. That's an amazing tree right there. In acrylic paint. That is so wicked. I'm going to put a small one here, right on the edge. And just use the corner of my brush. Look at that, man. This is so cool. Let's put another one here on the side of the mountain. And I know this is just an easy layout. I'm just trying to show you how to do some evergreen trees here on a very simple layout, okay? I'm going to pull some of this color at my bottom to the left all the way down that river. Painting very loose. I don't want it to look like I overworked the painting, so this is Golden Open. This is traditional acrylic paint up there, but it's going well together, I believe. I'm going to go to my number 2 fan brush now and put some trees over here. So I'm going to add some dark color here. And then throw a few trees over here. I kind of put a little bit too much water on my brush there, but that's all right. Let's put a few trees over here. I'll just make them smaller trees because I don't want to cover up all the water back here. So maybe I'll just I'll try and squeeze one in right on the edge there because I don't want to cover up the whole scene. Okay, I like the way that water looks. Let's pull some of this color to the left while it's wet. Put some ground down here. And we got some bushes here now that we can highlight. I'm gonna get some of that powder blue, the original powder blue that I started with, and highlight the left side of these bushes with that powder blue. Very good. Let's put a little bit of that powder blue down here. Create maybe some bush tops here. Okay, that looks cool. Take your brush and pull to the left underneath these bushes here. Get some cool thing look going on down there. Let's get a little bit of that dark color and the sap green and brown and pull it from underneath your bushes to the left there. That looks cool. I have some red Alzarian crimson out here. I'm going to wet my brush a little bit and maybe put a few flowers on some of these bushes here. Just to add some color to the painting, okay? It's Alzarian crimson. Just paint very loose. All right. That's about all I'm going to do on. Oh, let's do the water. I'm going to use a number 2 fan brush, and I'm going to end up using, believe it or not, I'm going to use Alzarian crimson. Really wet. Get your brush wet with the water and load up your number 2 brush with Alzarian crimson, and let's pull just a little bit of water out off the edge of this water. Just like that. Make it look different. There we go. If you want to highlight these trees, I'll show you how to do that real quick. I'm going to use the powder blue. Get my brush wet with water. I'm going to use this original blue and highlight these trees. I'll do this big one first. I'm just going to come in here and stamp on the top part of the branches, okay? And get some of those branches to really stand out, okay? Just like that. Just barely get some highlights going. Pick out the top of the branches. And there you go. You just highlighted your evergreen trees. All right, very good, guys. This is a mixture of golden open and regular acrylic paint. I'm going to bust this video up into maybe 3 different phases. Let me give you a front shot on this. Acrylic landscape on the fly. Subscribe. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch more acrylic paintings on landscapes. So, cheers.